this question wouldn't let me that time. And that's become the leadership game for me, what I strive to do every day. I started to operationalize my personal leadership values through these questions. Let me share with you the 6 of them that drive my life, and I want you to think about what yours will be. Here are my 6. 1, what have I done today to recognize someone else's leadership? That embodies the value of impact. What have I done today to make it more likely that I will learn something? To embody the value of continuous improvement and make sure that we don't just learn things to solve a specific problem at our job. We are continuous lifelong learners. What have I done today to make it more likely someone else will learn something? To embody this value of mentorship. Because I don't care how old you are, or how much money you make, or where you think you fall in the socioeconomic status, you have something to teach other people. And for some reason we wait. We don't do it. We don't embrace this ability to tell other people things that will make their lives better. What positive thing have I said about someone to their face today? This is so simple that we assume we do it all the time, and I think as a result we've stopped doing it. I think that that's such an empowering thing to just pick something about someone and say, you're doing that well, thank you for it. What positive thing have I said about someone who isn't even in the room today? To embody this value of recognition of the great things in our lives and the great people in our lives, but also about this fact. However you talk about people who are not in the room, everyone who is in the room assumes you talk about them the same way. And if you think of the people you like and respect the most, you will think of very few instances where they slam people who aren't in the room. You can be those people. Let's make it part of our lives. If we're going to talk about people, who says it has to be negative? And the last one, how have I been good to myself today? To embody self-respect, and also this fact, I do not understand how we expect bosses and children and husbands and wives and boyfriends and girlfriends to do something for us that we're not willing to do for ourselves, and that's to treat ourselves well. 6 questions. 4 to add value to other people, 2 to add value to me. That's what I aim to do every single day. That's the game I think that we can play every single day. If you do it right, ultimately what you end up doing, you should create 1,200 additional pieces of value a year. But you're going to fail sometimes. So here are my lessons. 4 out of 6, 300 out of 365. 4 of the 6 questions is what you aim to answer every single day. 300 out of 365 days of the year. Because failure is a part of life, and yet we all say it, we never build it into our plans. And if you do that, 300 out of 365, 1,200 additional pieces of value tied specifically to who you want to be every single year. If you add 1,200 conscious pieces of value, your life gets better, your relationships get better, your career gets better. And it changes you. It worked for me. This is me 364 days ago. That's me on the far right. 299.7 pounds at that point. And I said, you know what I want to do? I can't be 300 pounds. I got so close, but I can't be 300 pounds. So I said, I want to be 100 pounds lighter a year from today. So I wanted to apply the same idea of what are the questions that we should ask. So I went to an expert and I said, what questions, if I ask and answer them every day, will make me lose 100 pounds in a year? And she came back to me and she said, here they are. Have I eaten less than 1,800 calories today? Have I done 15 more seconds of cardio than I did the day before? And have I done 1 more rep on these 4 specific exercises she gave me? She said, you know what? 300 out of 365 days, if you can answer those questions, you will be 100 pounds lighter in a year. That was 364 days ago. I am 199.7 pounds today. They said you should, oh, thank you. They said you should get on a scale and show it to them, but I only am 199 pounds in my underwear, so how about we all disagree? Maybe you take my word for it today? Who you're going to be in a year isn't going to be determined by 5 or 6 extraordinary giant days between now and then. Who you're going to be in a year is going to be determined by what questions you decide you're going to answer for 300 out of the next 365 days. Make those questions tied directly to the values that you care about the most, and ultimately, question by question, action by action, step by step, we get to turn ourselves into someone that we love. And I'll tell you that living your life as someone that you love, that is an awful lot of fun. Guys, thank you so very much for letting me share it with you today. All the very best.